In a small village on the outskirts of a mysterious forest lived a master warrior. This sensei was renowned for his mental toughness and unwavering spirit, which he imparted on all of his students through rigorous training and profound wisdom. Among his disciples, there was a young warrior. This young warrior possessed exceptional physical powers and formidable combat skills. However, his confidence relied heavily on the validation he received from other people. He sought consistent approval and often doubted his abilities if he didn't receive it. His sensei recognized his flaw and decided that it was time for him to embark on a transformative journey. He called him to the dojo one fateful day. His eyes shining with determination, he spoke to him. To truly discover your inner strength, you must overcome your insecurities, and you must venture into the heart of the dark forest alone. You see, the dark forest was known to be a treacherous and terrible place, surrounded by eerie darkness that concealed its secrets. It was said that those who entered often faced their deepest fears and doubts, testing their resolve and mental fortitude. The student felt a mix of trepidation and excitement at the prospect of realizing that this journey was a crucial step in his growth. He hesitated at first, but he decided that he would trust the sensei and go into the forest. With his sensei's guidance, the student prepared himself both physically and mentally for the task. The sensei taught him the techniques to face his fears head on, reminding him that true strength comes from within and to be independent of opinions from anybody else. As the first rays of dawn illuminated the village, the student stood at the edge of the dark forest. His sensei, standing beside him, spoke to him and said, "Remember, you are not defined by the fears that lurk into the forest. Your strength lies in your ability to confront them and emerge stronger. Trust in yourself." And with those words echoing in his mind, the student took a deep breath and stepped into the abyss of the dark forest. The dense trees swallowed him whole, and the air grew thick with uncertainty. The student's heart raced as he encountered so many illusions that sought to prey on his insecurities, his doubts, and his worthiness. Doubts about his worth and fear of failure loomed large, threatening to consume him. Summoning the courage, the student fought through his fears with every step, and he gained confidence in his abilities. As the days turned into weeks, the student's resolve grew unwielding. He no longer sought validation or reassurance from others. Instead, he drew strength from within. The dark forest had become his teacher, forging his character and reshaping his perception of himself. Finally, at what seemed like an eternity, the student emerged from the depths of the dark forest. His body bore scars, but his spirit stone with newfound resilience. Everybody around him, sensing his transformation, greeted him with an awe of respect. His sensei, in his eyes, gleaming with pride, welcomed the student back to the dojo. "You have not only conquered the dark forest, but also the doubts that once held you captive. You have learned that your worth lies not in the eyes of others, but in your unwavering belief in yourself." And from that day on, the student's journey continued, now with a steadfast sense of self that transcended external validation. He became an inspiration to all others that knew about him, a living testament to the power of mental toughness and resilience in the human spirit. Part of the game. You see, gentlemen, the true mental toughness and strength comes from within. This story emphasizes the importance of self-belief and reliance in inner strength and overcoming challenges and doubts. By facing your fears and going into your dark forest, you can learn how to trust in yourself, as that student did, discovering that his self-worth was not defined by external recognition, but by his unwavering belief in his own abilities. This story should encourage you to cultivate a strong sense of self and rely on your own inner conviction, rather than seeking consistent approval from others. The deeper you go into your forest to learn more about yourself, you will be able to learn about self-validation. See, the thing about this story, it highlights the importance of self-validation. True mental toughness and strength comes from a belief in oneself and always recognizing your own worth, independent of everybody else's judgments. But the deeper that you go into the forest, like the student did, he will begin to overcome insecurities. You see, the student's journey into the dark forest symbolized the process of facing and conquering personal insecurities. And in the game, it encourages each and every one of you to confront your deepest fears and doubts and acknowledge that they are merely illusions that can be overcome with a belief in yourself. But also going into your dark forest, you will embrace change. The thing about the story here, it emphasizes that the challenges and opportunities of growth when you go deeper inside of yourself. By willing to enter the dark forest and facing the unknown, what the student did is he embraced the difficulties that lie ahead. As you go deeper into your forest through a student of the game, you will learn inner strength. It's the idea solely not just on the physical, but by your inner core. It's the strength of your character, your unwavering determination that enables all of you guys to persevere through any kind of adversity that you have. And by cultivating this inner strength, you can use your compass to navigate the ups and downs of anything that happens with grace and fortitude. By going into your own dark forest, you will have freedom of external judgment. See, the story encourages each and every one of you to free yourselves from the need of a consistent approval and recognition from others. When one defines themselves solely through the eyes of others, they will become trapped in a cycle of seeking validation from that person. But you see, as a student of the game, by breaking free of the cycle, you can find liberation and focus on your own personal growth and own self-accusation. And finding yourself by being one thought, one mind, one way. Last but not least, going in your dark forest will allow you to trust in oneself. You see, trusting in your own abilities and your instincts is a vital aspect of mental toughness. You see, the student's journey teaches us that self-trust is built through self-reflection and self-improvement. And by stepping outside of one's comfort zone, by relying on oneself, you can unlock your true potential and achieve true personal greatness. Always remember, the game will always highlight the transformative powers of mental toughness and the importance of self-validation and inner strength. This should encourage each and every one of you to challenge and overcome your insecurities and define yourselves through your own perception rather than seeking that validation from somebody else. And by doing so, you can cultivate an unwavering confidence and thrive in any type of adversity that comes your way. Thank you, and keep evolving.